Well, today's the day, and unfortunately, time's not on my side. I only have a few hours of the weather being pretty nice. It's gonna start dipping, the sun's gonna start going down, and I've got lawn noises all over the place, so blah. But I gotta get this garlic in. We've already had one kiss to frost. There's gonna be more coming for sure. So I'm already feeling like it's late, but it's not. It's fine. But I really gotta get this garlic in today. If you caught my last live, a couple of weeks ago now, it was on garlic. I was separating out the cloves, and I was doing some math, and the math was not mathing, to say the least. Now, I recently, cleaned up the bed, and I can at the least fit 66 bulbs, and even that is being very generous with the spacing. And being that some of these bulbs are small neck, soft neck, not small neck, soft neck, they require less space. And then the elephant garlic may be a little bit more space, so I guess they even out in that sense. But mainly what I'm saying is that I think I will get all my garlic into this bed without needing to use up any other beds. Other than the grow bag, can you see it there? Yeah, that grow bag I will put some stuff in there, and also I have some ideas on some of the soft neck and some of the elephant garlic nuts. I think I want to do some of them in the spring or late winter planting versus all planting now, because those generally don't need as much cold. Well, I don't know anything about elephant garlic, but since these are so tiny, I just feel like they don't need that much winter per se. So I'm gonna experiment that way. So half or whatever, a number of soft neck going in now with the hard neck and the elephant garlic, and then a few later in or early in the next year. Something I did manage to do earlier today, it's been a few hours now, is, well, I've also made this earlier. I made a compost tea. So I took some some chicken, bedding manure and some rainwater, and I let it sit there for a few days. And then I sifted out the majority of the chicken manure, and then I got my water. Now I don't remember. This garlic has been soaking in this water only. This had potting mix in the container, and I just didn't care, so I just poured it in. That's why it's all slurry looking, but that's just potting mix, not manure or anything like that. So I'm just seeing if it helps. I believe this is the soft neck, and that's the soft neck, and then this is my hard neck that I grew. And then I am going to orient it where that far area is north and this towards me is south. So I'm going to do the elephant garlic as far north, and then the hard neck, and then work forward to the soft neck variety. So these is elephant garlic 3 ways. We have a clove, we have an orb, and we have a nut. So these you typically find on the roots when you pull them up and you see nodules. That's what this is. So this, I believe, grows into this, and then this eventually grows into this. We'll see. So I'm gonna pre-space it before I start putting it in. Alright, I'm pretty excited. It looks like I have plenty of space, contrary to the math I was trying to do. I could probably space out the elephant garlic a little bit more and take up more space, basically. Doesn't hurt to give the plant more space. And just as a reminder, you plant with these stubby, dried up bits, goes into the earth. That's where the root's going to come out. And the generally pointy end is where the green comes out. Now, if you end up planting it sideways, it's going to figure itself out. You may have a wonky garlic at the end, but you'll still have the product. And you're aiming for 3 to 4 inches. I like to just eyeball it with my knuckles, like that deep. That's about 4 inches. For the bigger ones. For the smaller ones, I would go a little like 3 inches. So I remembered that I had this super old bag. I don't know how old this is. I don't know if there's a date on it somewhere. Of composted cow manure that I'm gonna put in the hole. I'm finding my rhythm. It's going pretty good. Starting to think I'm gonna have like space in the bed, maybe to put flowers. Yeah, that's wishful thinking, but let's see how it goes. Now I'm gonna be doing my slurry garlic, mine that I saved, and then the soft neck, and then finishing off with the nuts. So for these little nuts, I'm taking a different approach. I'm staggering and keeping them pretty close together. I did have pretty much the whole bed covered. I thought I'd have space, but no space was left untouched. The whole bed is full of garlic. So with this, now I'm just going to use my finger. Don't want to squash the bulbs. And then the idea is to plant some in here. And this is quite a shallow container, so it'll be interesting to see how this works. I feel like I'm gonna lose the majority of this. But it was free, so it's a gamble I'm willing to take. And absolutely last but not least is mulch, mulch, mulch. And I've got plenty more leaves where that came from. Not finely shredded, but leaves is leaves. Got it in just in time. The sun is setting over my little hill there. I mulched everything up. Well, I am so glad that's over. That is the #1 fall project of all the fall projects, is getting the garlic in. That is a mainstay in most kitchens, and it certainly is in mine. And you know, with the amount I planted, I should get something, right? It's a pretty good bet. Even if the voles take a few, I should still get something. Enough to eat and enough to save for the next season. So as long as your ground is not frozen, you can get your garlic in. And even if it's a little bit frozen, you could still work it probably. Get your garlic in. It's one of the most rewarding plants you will grow. All right, thanks for watching. So I'll harvest more. Bye.